What's going on today, guys? It is Tiger 24 here with another video, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know I keep repeating myself, and I know that I try my best to do what I'm supposed to do as a streamer and a content creator, and also as a YouTuber to post content. Well, you know all those sayings that we all hear about that we're supposed to be like the greatest thing in the world. We're supposed to have like the greatest minds. Like nothing makes us mad, nothing pisses us off, all that stuff. That's lies. That's all lies. We just cover it up with a smile, like I'm doing right now. But that's not what I'm trying to get to. I haven't streamed in almost 2 weeks. I haven't posted in almost a fucking month. Where have I been? Well, let me put it this way. Streaming hasn't really caught my attention right now. There is games out there that I want to stream, but I've just kind of been in a spot where I'm not interested in streaming. Now, am I finally coming to the point that I'm retiring? I don't know. But I'm going to be completely honest with you, chat. Maybe it's time to retire. Maybe it's time to step away from the gaming, well, not even gaming, just streaming side for a couple of months to figure something out. Because, guys, I'm sorry. I love gaming. I love streaming. I love trying to hang out with subscribers, but everybody that has came through my channel and anybody that's came through, said hello, supported me and everything along the lines, y'all have known for so while now that my channel's been dead. My channel's been dead for I don't know how long now. And I sit there and I play it off as it's not dead. People will show up. People will finally show up. But with all of the bad incidents that has either happened to me or to me in organizations or me to clans or me to old subscribers, hasn't worked out in my favor that well. I can't sit here and tell you every incident has gone my way perfectly. I wish it did, but it didn't. But I've learned to battle through it. Battle through, fight through, and do the best I can to prove that I'm not innocent or prove that I have gotten better or I have changed or anything along that lines. But I don't know, Chad. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's one of those things where I wish I could crumble it up into a ball and just shoot the motherfucker and it goes away. But sometimes it comes back and haunts you. Sometimes it don't. So let's get down to the brass facts. Am I retiring from streaming? I'm not retiring from gaming. Am I retiring from streaming? Maybe. Maybe it's time to step away. Maybe it's time to let some of these newer people that's starting to get famous to jump into the limelight. Now, I'll be completely honest with you. When I started getting popular, I was so glad. I was popping off left and right, was having a good time, and then something went wrong. And it hasn't been perfect ever since. Excuse me. But I think it's time for me to retire from streaming. Now, I will say this. When I'm sitting here saying maybe it's time for me to retire from streaming, I had thought about putting the idea in my head about maybe only streaming an average of maybe 3 to 4 times a month. And so I don't get too overwhelmed about stuff, because before I was trying to stream either every day or every day I was off work. But then content started getting dried. There wasn't anything interesting, and I just lost taste of it. So to put it all in like good formal words for y'all, maybe it is time for me to retire. Maybe it is time for me to step away from streaming and focus on trying to get ready for new content. Now, completely honest with you, maybe it's a smart decision. Maybe it's time for me to step away, retire from streaming. Not retire from gaming, just retire from streaming. I mean, I'll keep playing games with my friends, people that I know, and have a good time, but if you ever do see me go live, it's only because I want to see what kind of reaction I would get out of certain people to see me stream again, and then see what other people think. Personally, it's I don't think it's the right time for me to come back fully streaming. I think the time for me is time for me to step down, because guys, I'm almost 30 years old. I'm almost 30 years old, and gaming to me is not what it was 5-6 years ago. Now, yes, there is older people than me that are playing games and having fun still and streaming a little bit here and there, but that's because they've gotten famous and holding on to the famous and kept rising with it. Me, on the other hand, I caught famous, didn't like it, or I caught famous, something went sideways with it, and I've never been able to get back to being famous again. I mean, it would be cool to go back to having a Discord server where if I hopped in a chat, the whole thing blows up and everybody's like, oh my God, Tiger's here. What's going on, Tiger? Or what's up, boys? What's going on? Now it's like when I say hello, there's only a few people that say hello now. But I think it's time for me to retire from streaming. Not from gaming, from streaming. If I do come back, I will probably make my return back either playing Skull and Bones, or it will probably be Skull and Bones first, and then if the content gets dry on that, I'll take a break again, and then try to come back for 2K. It will be, or my bad, not 2K, sorry, that would be way down the list. It would be MLB The Show, possibly with Alex again. And then when that content kind of dries out, I'd probably take a break again, but it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. So, I think to sum it up for y'all, I'm going to retire from streaming. Because I don't want to sit here and say, oh, I'm retiring from gaming, because then people will be like, oh, well, Tiger's lying, he'll never retire from gaming. You're not wrong, I'll never retire from gaming, because gaming has always been the way I've always lived and always had fun. But I think it's time for me to step away from the streaming life and focus on trying to find content that looks good and try to rebuild a brand new fan base. I mean, yes, I've got over 3K on YouTube, and I probably could have reached higher if shit didn't go sideways, but that's another whole story that I'll never get to. But I'll say this. If I finally ever do fully come back to being a full-time streamer again, it's because I finally have a good Xbox, a good PC, and a really good Elgato. That would be the only time I'll come back to full streaming, is when I've got a better Xbox, a better PC, an Elgato, and a brand new setup. That's the only way I'll probably come back to being a full streamer. For right now, I'm just going to take some time off. I'm going to play games like I normally do, try to have a little fun with my friends, and then when I finally get Skull and Bones in my hands, you'll know, because I'll be live. But, yeah, I hate to make this like more of like a sad and important video, but guys, it's getting there. We gotta work on stuff. So, and also all those hints and shit about me moving to a different platform, most of that was true. I had plans to move to Kick when I got everything new and upgraded, but it never happened. I'm still on YouTube. I'm still here, still grinding, doing the best I can. But at the same time, I think if I do go live playing, it will either be on YouTube or Twitch. And most of y'all have already seen my new gamer tag. It's called King Tiger. But if any of y'all haven't seen it, that's my new name that I'll be going by when I come back to full streaming. Will be King Tiger. But anywho, I hope y'all have a great night, great evening, or great morning, whatever time it is for y'all. And I will try to catch y'all back when I'm live playing Skull and Bones with friends. So, peace out, guys, and I'll see y'all then. Peace out.